Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today I'm excited to share with you this 2018 Audi Q5. This Q5 is currently showing just over 45,000 original miles, and if you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report, alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today, I'll be taking you on a quick condition overview around both the interior and the exterior, as well as showing you some of the more notable features. So, first off, starting here on the exterior, I absolutely love the entire color scheme of the vehicle. Not only this stunning dark blue metallic paint that is in fantastic shape, but also all of these bright silver accents that you see all around the exterior. They start up high with those roof rails, and of course they tie right in to that window surround trim. A little bit lower you find this nice silver trim on the lower portion of the doors, and of course those 19-inch 5-spoke wheels tie it all together. I think on this particular spec, if it were piano black trim or dark black plastic trim, I really think a lot of the detail would be lost, and I think this really brightens up the outside where that blue really kind of deepens it. I just think it's fantastic. Looking at the wheels, very nice condition. You can see no curb rash here in the back, and same goes for the front, all in very nice shape with some nice big brakes here up front. Now once we go to the front fascia, you're going to see that theme continues to that surround grille with that beautiful satin silver trim. It's also a bit lower on the bumper cover, and some of these slats on the side share that same color as well. The headlight lenses are in great condition and also offer some more of that bright chrome and silver trim, and of course have that classic kind of aggressive modern Audi styling. Looking here on the passenger side of the vehicle, again, very nice condition. You can see the front wheel in great shape. Same goes for the rear. And I seem to have forgotten, of course this is tradition with all of these overview videos, I like to go really close to the panel so as to look for any dings, dents, or small imperfections like such. Look for any irregularities in the way that light reflects off the panel, look for any nicks, and of course, just besides that small one, there's nothing to be seen there on the passenger side. And here on the driver's side, let's do that real quick. Looking all the way down the driver's side, it all looks great here as well. Now finally, moving to the rear of the vehicle, you can see those taillight lenses in excellent condition with some really cool and unique design elements just there. And the lower portion looks great as well with some more of that satin silver trim, flanked by those dual exhaust outlets. But next up, let's make our way to the interior of the Q5. Now taking a look here, it is of course finished in this black vinyl, which is very nice. You can see this driver's seat in very nice condition with minimal, if any, wear there on the outer upper bolster. Passenger seat looks great as well, and there's some really cool design elements with that stitching where it could have been very bland. They added some small things that really spice it up. Looking a bit higher up, beautiful panoramic sunroof you can see there, crystal clear. And as I make my way inside, you'll find all that road noise seems to go away right as this car passes. Gets very, very quiet here in the Q5, but let's waste no time in firing it up using the start button just there. Key in my pocket, everything fires right up. Heated steering wheel on, and because it's 73 out, I'm gonna turn that right off. But you can see here, everything fires up beautifully. If you see anything flashing or strobing like you see at the bottom there, that's only due to the camera's effect. Here to the human eye, it all works and looks fantastic. So looking here at the gauge cluster, a couple really neat things. Of course, this is a Audi virtual cockpit gauge display, which is very nice. You can see it's all controlled via the left side of the steering wheel just here. I can view my navigation, my phone, I can see my radio, media input, and I can see just basic information about the car or various other functions. But using this view button just here, it's going to change the layout and make those gauges nice and small, revealing even more crucial information. And this is especially cool when you go to the map When I hit view, it opens it up to this massive full color display. It's just in your line of sight while you're looking down the road, so you don't have to be distracted by another navigation display over here. It's all available just in front of you. And using that knob, I can zoom and control various functions on the navigation display, though I do forget how to do it because I am no Audi expert, but I know it can be done. Forgive me for that lapse of knowledge. But it all is very cool. Virtual cockpit is great. Now here on the right side, we do have our heated steering wheel controls, our voice controls, and various other media controls, paddle shifters for your gear selection on the back of the wheel, and a really cool modern design on that wheel. Feels great in the hand and is all in great shape. Now we do have a navigation display here. Using this panel down here, I can control various other functions. I can open up my media, my radio, all very quickly. And when I put it in reverse, of course, you get that high definition reversing camera, and it's all very responsive and looks great. Looking a little bit lower, you have some more of that beautiful wooden trim that we found on the doors, and you can see that Quattro emblem just there, of course, talking about Audi's wonderful all-wheel drive system. You have your climate controls here, as well as your heated seats. A couple more controls like your drive modes, various vehicle functions like auto start, stop, traction control, etc. Start button and your power outlet just there. A bit further down, as I mentioned, you have that touch control for your navigation and infotainment, but also physical controls just below. A nice traditional volume knob as opposed to a button or a touch screen. That's a nice thing to have. And of course your gear selector. That's all very responsive, very intuitive design, and I think it looks great. Fits the appearance of the interior very well. Just below here we have some cup holders, which can double as some hidden storage if you just stow this other bit of storage just ahead. And if I lift this up, you do have some more power outlets and inputs just there. It's all very well thought out here in the Q5, very consistent with the rest of Audi's brand. If you're familiar with Audis, nothing in here will surprise you. And lastly, just to demonstrate the function, I like to always show these sun curtains opening and closing, just so you know and can have confidence that they're going to work exactly as they should. And rapidly, it makes its way to the closed position. You can see it all looks great, letting in just a little bit of light. And as you can see, it's opening right up. Going to go all the way back, no wrinkling or any issues with the way that fabric finds its way home. Very nice to see all that working properly. But next up, let's make our way under the hood to take a look at what powers this Audi Q5, and I'll meet you there. All right, so here under the hood of the Q5, we're looking at Audi's 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder powertrain. It's going to be producing around 250 horsepower, but it's a very punchy and torquey motor. It's going to produce around 270 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired to a fantastic transmission, which you can actually see quite a bit of from up above there. It's paired to a fantastic gearbox that delivers power rapidly, and it's very smart. The transmission programming is great, so if you're in automatic mode, it's always going to put you in the right gear at the right time. It's a very pleasant driving experience, and because of all those things, you're also going to get around 27, 28 miles per gallon on the highway, which for a big all-wheel drive, family-suitable SUV is very, very nice to see. Now next up, let's make our way to the second row of seating. Pop the door open and we can find some more seats in very good condition. All the materials look great, and I'm about 6'4". I have that seat positioned in a very relaxed and comfortable setup as a driver, and you can see as a passenger, I also have plenty of leg room. I could certainly have the driver's seat much closer up if I wanted to, but I usually don't take the time to really optimize it for these videos. I just put the seat where I know I would drive it comfortably, and this way we get a more realistic view. I have a good inch or two of headroom and plenty of knee room, so no issues there. You can see I have my own climate controls and heated seat adjustment here, as well as this nice drop-down armrest with cup holders there in the center. So the last thing we'll take a look at here is behind the hatch, looking at our cargo space. It's going to open up with one touch operation, and we'll find this very cool rubber floor mat protecting your carpet in the rear. You also have rubber all-weather mats and the original carpets. And lastly, this little privacy blind that's going to protect prying eyes from looking at your cargo, whatever you may have in the back. It can stay private. So it's very nice here. You can also see one touch operation there is going to drop this down. You'll notice that the tail lights move with the tailgate. It's actually pretty neat because United States regulation, you can't have movable tail lights. So what Audi did is that when your when your hatch goes up, these lights in your bumper actually become your functional tail lights. So whatever your brake lights would be doing, those will now. And it's a really cool way that they were able to extend that opening area a little bit in the back. Very cool, nice little quirk that I've heard about these Audis. But if you have any further questions related to this Q5, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you're going to find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.